Do you believe Connecticut is suppressing minority voting by having 0 days of early voting?
Senator Cornyn made the point for me in many ways. I think we've learned over the course of several decades that expanding opportunities for eligible Americans to vote only enhances our democracy.
So let me ask just one last question about these so-called voter suppression laws. In Texas, Mr. Nobile, we have 17 days of early in-person voting. In Connecticut, the chairman's state, they have 0 days of early in-person voting. Do you believe Connecticut is suppressing minority voting by having 0 days of early voting as opposed to the 17 days that are available in Texas, or is there some other explanation?
The Affordable Act is a very comprehensive and expansive piece of legislation that equalizes voting across all of the states. Senator Cornyn made the point for me in many ways by pointing out that there's early voting in Texas and none in Connecticut. I think we've learned over the course of several decades that expanding opportunities for eligible Americans to vote only enhances our democracy. It only invites more people to exercise a fundamental constitutional right. And it's something that we should all be encouraging. The For the People Act does that by creating a baseline of 2 weeks of early voting across the country. It also creates a program of automatic voter registration so that only eligible Americans will be automatically registered. It takes the onus off of everyday Americans to have to register themselves. And unlike what Senator Cruz said earlier, it doesn't allow people who are not eligible to vote to be registered. It limits it only to those eligible Americans, which is a benefit for all Americans. It also includes same-day registration as well as online registration, and includes a number of other provisions, including welcoming returning citizens back into our electorate after they have served their time. These are all democracy expanding provisions that we now know 67% of voters support.
We decided to use our numbers, strengthen numbers, that's our power, and leave, denying the Republican majority what's called the quorum they need to conduct business, or the number of people present that they needed to conduct business and pass the bad bill.
I would say it's a very un-Texan thing to do, to cut and run in the face of a fight.
This is the most Texan thing ever. It's a group of people who are being oppressed, and our constituents are being oppressed, and we're fighting back, and we're making a strong stand. And we are sending a strong message that we are not going to be held hostage in the House of Representatives, like our friend Symphornia Thompson said today, so the governor can pass vote suppression efforts to disenfranchise our constituents. We're going to fight back.